Welcome, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining. Just welcome, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining this watch list program. In this program, we would try to build a stocks and ETF watch list. And I think some. Welcome, everyone. Thanks a lot. Okay, got it now. Hopefully. Okay, welcome once again. We are starting this watch list program to build a stocks and ETF daily watch list, which we can follow in the market and progress with our trading and investments in stocks and ETF and other derivatives, whatever you want at Magenta Trade. We do live sessions on trading based on US-based stocks and options, which is my favorite. I'll come to the options later, but first let's get started with this watch list program, and let's see how I can help you to understand how to create a watch list and then how to follow the watch list on a daily basis. So today we are going to start building the watch list. Just give me a second. I'll try to start the presentation. Let me share the screen first. Okay, here it is. Just for disclosure purposes, we are discussing all the information for educational purposes only. Our intention is not to provide you any investment advice. We are not a registered financial advisor as such, so that we can help you with your trading decisions or with your investments and all that stuff. The only objective of these videos is for educational only, and whatever we are discussing here today is mainly for the purpose of information and learning. That's our whole objective. You get the point. Let's move on. Okay, so our program name is Watchlist, and in this program, what we are trying to do is to build a stocks watchlist, which can be later on used for the purposes of new investments or trading. We'll come to that on a regular basis. In fact, we have a special live session where you can subscribe and join, and that live session focuses on trading on options and stocks in the US market. Okay, so the first step to build a watch list is to go to a screener and use the screener to identify some of the stocks. This is the first watch list program. That's why we are explaining you how to create the watch list now. But going forward, we just keep on adding the stocks in the watch list, and we will then monitor them on a regular basis. So our objective is to find out stocks, indexes, and ETFs, and based on that, we'll try to create a watch list. And as we progress on that watch list, we can keep on adding more stuff to that. So let's get started. So there are multiple tools that you can use to build a watch list, and one of the tools that I use is FinViz. It's a web-based application. It's a cloud-based application. What you can do in that is you can identify stocks on a certain criteria. There are other ways to build that as well. Like say, you can go to Yahoo Finance website and they have got a screener as well. Even you can log into your own brokerage platform, stocks trading brokerage platform. There are some tools available. Some call them screeners, some call them something else, and you can use that tool to help you build this stocks watch list. You can also subscribe to the paid sources. You must have heard tons of them. So I'm not going to repeat their names, but there are a lot of stocks, subscription services, stocks in and investment subscription services, which you can use where whenever you hear about a particular stock of your interest, you can add them manually. So the purpose today is to explain how to build that watch list using a screener service. So in this case, we are using the screener service FinViz. So in FinViz, you just go to this screener tab in the website, and then you give some criterias. Here they are called filters. There are different segments, and once you do that, based on that, the results are filtered. So in this case, I have got 4 filters, but I'll just reset them so that you can see how it looks. So there are around 8,508 symbols as of now in this screener. I think it is globally. So our objective is to identify some of the stocks that we can use for our purpose. There are many ways to do that, but let's start with something very, very basic so that we can further keep on adding them. So let's say I would like to find out the stocks from the financial sector. So I'll click on this, let's say, sectors, and then click on financial because that's my core domain. I understand the business there. I understand, the business of most of the financial companies, how they operate, and so for me it is easy to follow. So I just selected the first criteria, which is financial. Interestingly, there are 3,755 symbols with that criteria. So I need to further narrow it down. So let's say I want to just follow the big ones, the top ones in the market. So I'll select the market cap. Let's say I'll select the mega ones only, or the large ones, let's say over $10 billion of market cap. So I click on that, and there are 137 currently available in this list for the filtered. Then probably I'm currently interested only in the US based US listed stocks. So I click on US, and that comes to 91. That's still good. There could be other criterias. At this moment, I'm looking for something which has got options, because I love trading options, and I create a lot of videos on options. Personally, I feel using options as a trading strategy gives me a lot of opportunities. So let's say I'll click on optionable, and let's say I'll also select as, okay, let's say just select optionable. So that will give me 89 stocks. That's a good number. Now we can put some fundamental criteria as well. And then let's say I'm interested in only those which have a certain fundamental factors. Let's say I want the one EPS growth this year, like earnings per share has grown in this year, let's say positive, okay, or let's say over 5%. So that also brings it to say 77. And I'm also looking for earnings per share growth next year to be, let's say, over 5% at least. So that also brings it to 68 now. Earning per share growth next 5 years also you can do that. But let's say select some other criteria as such. Return on investment positive, let's say over 5%. This is just a demo, an example, but going forward, you can further increase other important factors. And then you can select other criterias, like say current ratio. It's a financials company, so current ratio is important, and maybe somewhere book value. Okay, so let's say based on these criterias, I have got a list of 59 companies. I'm not going to add all of them, but what I would like to do is maybe I will short it based on the market cap. So based on the results here, I will click on the market cap to short the results on the basis of ascending or descending order. So based on the descending order, I select the first one comes is a Visa. Now, most probably, all of you know the company Visa. They are a big financials company, and they issue credit cards, debit cards, and other instruments which help you to make financial transactions. So Visa is a well-known company. We know what they do. Maybe we can go deeper into their fundamentals and other stuff. But at this moment, let's say just I want to add a Visa to our watch list. So now you can do that manually in your notebook, which I will first do, and then you can add them in your screener tool or this tool here, Finviz, with Finviz, and or other things. So Visa, the symbol is V, and that's our first stock here today. There can be other ones as well, but at this moment, let's start that. So either you can put it here in your portfolio, or you can use some other tools for your watch list as well. So directly, what I can do, I can click on this one, and I can see more results here, and I'll just click on this save to portfolio, and I'll just name it as a watch list. Okay. I'll just put 100 shares there, just because we are trying to, save it. My intention is not to buy it at this moment, but we are just watching it. So I'll just save it for the record purposes. Okay, so it has come here now. And I will have a look at more details about it. If I click on that symbol, I can see all the fundamental details of this stock here, and I can see the chart. I can see other factors like the forward PE, earnings per share, and all that other factors. 52-week range. It is a way 13% down from the 52-week high and 16% or 17% up from the 52-week low. So I can have I can get a lot of these informations, and also there are some informations like the broker platforms, how they have kind of moved their analysis on this particular company. There are some news items as well below. Okay, so that's our first stock. And then we will go back to the screener again, and start this analysis again. So as I mentioned, initially we selected financials, and then country as US, market cap large, and optionable, and then We select some fundamental factors. EPS growth over 5%, EPS growth next year over 5%. And similarly, you can, of course, give some other parameters, but I think we got 68 numbers there. And one other thing probably I will do, and in any of the screeners, is that the price is over at least $1. So I'm not interested in stocks which are less than $1. In this case, anyways, they are not below $1. But yeah, that should be one of the things that I'm interested in. Also, what we can do, we can select the stocks as part of an index, either it is S&P 500 or Dow Jones. So I don't need to do that here, but that's something again you can do. So just like earlier, I will again click on market cap to sort it based on the market cap, and I'll put it in the descending order. Yeah, I think I selected another criteria last time. But anyways, this time it shows Berkshire. It is one of my favorite stocks. So I'll add it to my list as well. Berkshire, Warren Buffett company, and I'm a big fan of him. I have learned a lot of things from him or from his approach. As such, of course, I have not personally met him. Yeah, so Berkshire, we have added that list to our list. Also, I will add to the list JP Morgan, Mastercard, um, Bank of America. These are all big financial companies. So we will do our analysis later on, but at this moment, I am adding these financial companies: Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, and also Blackstone. I like Blackstone, and then Charles Schwab, SCHW. Recently, we reported one earnings numbers for SCHW. They announced their earnings this week. So you can go through our Twitter account, or maybe you can follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you can see the updates there. Okay, so if you like our channel and if you like to follow our further programs, please do subscribe to our channel, and we will continue to have this meeting regularly so that we will add, keep on adding stocks to our watch list and monitor them on a regular basis. So at this moment, I have also added a few other stocks. The last one probably I would add the Citigroup and TFC. We have reported the earnings of TFC as well this week, so you can go through those results. Okay, so I have added a number of stocks here now in my list, and we will try to follow them. The next step, probably what I would like to do is go through their numbers, maybe in this here, like say Berkshire. If you click on them, you can see all the numbers there, and you can understand how the company has been doing over the years. The performance of Berkshire. But over the last 12 months, it has been phenomenal. It was a bit stagnant or a bit down prior to that, but in the last 12 months, or maybe in the last 6 or 7 months, it has been really picked up once again. It has been favorite this year. So the earnings per share this year is up by 28.4%, and you can see half year performance is at 23%. For the full year performance is 30%. So you can understand how much it has grown in the last 6 months. Okay, let's have a look quickly about some other stocks as well. Now, I want to do some analysis based on the chart of this company. So one of the tools that I find it most useful is the trading view. So I'll go here in trading view and check the stocks there. In fact, I will add this stock in my watch list, all these stocks in my watch list, so that I can follow them on a daily basis. So I'll just create. Um, yeah, I think this watch list is fine. I'll just add. You can see there are already some stocks which I follow. They are in this watch list. So I'll leave them as it is for the time being. But later on, maybe I can delete some of them if I don't like them. So brk.b, I will add that in the watch list. Also, I'll add Visa. That's where we started. And then the next one we have in the list is JP Morgan. So that one as well. And then, of course, we need Mastercard. I'll add that to the list as well. Um, Please have a look at the exchange because with the same symbol, there can be different stocks in different countries in different exchanges. So just be careful with that. So here we are adding the stocks which are in the US exchange only, NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. Um, Mastercard I added, BSA Bank of America I have added, Wells Fargo. Once like sometime back it was one of my favorite stocks, but then there was a big scandal, if you are aware. So since then I have removed my personal, um, you can say, uh, watch, or you can say radar, a little bit. And of course I don't hold any shares in Wells Fargo at this moment. um, yeah, I tend to avoid that. Morgan Stanley I have added, I think. Then Blackstone, yes, I would add that as well. Uh, so I will Charles Schwab as well. I'll add just because I won't lose them. That's why I'm adding them in this watch list here, and we can follow them going forward in our trading purposes or other or monitoring purposes. So TFC, sorry, my bad. TFC, Twist Financial Corporation, again I'll add them. Okay, so once I have created them, I can just go and follow them here. The idea is um, okay, then I can do a number of other things there. So let's say I'll go to the first one was Berkshire, right? So let's look at Berkshire. I'll just split the window a little bit here so that I can see both what's happening with the stocks and then the chart as well. Now, as you can see, Berkshire is a little bit down today. Is it? Well, it is down in the sense that it has currently it is trading at a lower price than where it opened. So that's what I mean down. Exactly, it is not in terms of closing price. It is still above yesterday's close. So in that sense, it is still up. But in terms of comparison with the opening price, the current price is less than the opening price, so that's why it's a red bar here, a negative bar here. But if you, I am using some moving averages. I'll explain maybe later in in the next class, maybe more about the moving averages. But at this moment, what you can see is this stock is above 5 moving average, 20 moving average, and 50 moving average. Now I have selected the exponential moving average here. There are different moving averages, but in any case, like what I want to understand is how the stock has been growing. As you can see, since last 1 year, maybe it has really picked up a lot. Okay, so today it is in a good, still better the position, or almost similar to price than yesterday. Um, and if I would like to, I make an idea about whether to go ahead and do some trading activities on this particular stock, now I can do that. As you can see, there is a positive trend there. If I would like to draw a trend line, maybe I can draw it from here to understand how it has been going. So this is one way to draw the trend line. So there are multiple touch points. So it's in a bullish trend. I can see over the period. Their earnings is coming up on, when is the earnings? The 2nd of May. The one advantage of this trading view is that you can also see the next earning date if it is within next few days. Here you can monitor that as well. Along with that, you can also see the previous earnings report as well. If you click on this earnings here, you can see a summary of the earnings of that company in the last quarter. So you can understand, what happened exactly. Also, you can get the dividend details there. So that also helps. Okay, now let's move on to the Visa. Visa is again, it's a negative bar today. In fact, S&P is more or less flat today, so that's fine. But Visa is higher than where it was yesterday when it closed, and their earnings is tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, 26th of April, is it? Yeah, 26th of April. So that's next week. I'll look forward to that. Then we'll see JP Morgan. Well, it's not been a very pretty chart, you can say. The stock is still below the 20 moving average and 50 moving average, just higher than the 5 moving average, which is this purple line. Yeah, so that's interesting. Anyways, you can see overall from left to right, the stock has been trading lower. So you can easily understand that is a bearish stock at this moment. Mastercard, it has been pretty zigzag there for the last couple of years almost. Yeah, so again, today it is higher. It is still at above the price than where it closed yesterday. But currently, again, it is trading lower. I think most of the financials are trading lower today. But let's see. So that is the difference. You see, the change percentage or the change is in comparison to yesterday's close price. So that's why they are all positive. But in terms of opening, in terms of the chart, they are showing in red bars, basically, which means that they are currently trading at a price which is lower than their price at which they were opened. So that is a difference. This is a red bar here, but overall it is green here on the right hand side. Okay, so that's Mastercard. Bank of America, they recently announced their earnings. If you would like to know more about that, their standardized or reconciled reported earnings per share was 80 cents per share for that quarter. More or less, I think it was a positive earnings report for um, this quarter. You can follow that report in our social media platform as well. So please do follow our social media accounts in Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn, and you can get those updates there. Okay, so that's our watch list program, and I will keep on adding more videos to it, and we will go through all the stocks that we have added here. To finish the list, I'll just quickly go through some other stocks. Wells Fargo, let's see how it is doing. More or less similar, but it is higher than yesterday, and it might be, a trigger point of a positive trend there, but it is too early to say that we are still trading below the 50 days moving average. So I'll not take any action there. Morgan Stanley, it is just above, it has broken through the 50 days moving average. So that is good as well. And we have reported the Morgan Stanley earnings as well. So you can go through that. Blackstone, it has been, quite a ride for the last 12 months. So at this moment, I'm avoiding it. Charles Schwab, definitely it is negative. Amex, American Express, that is in the positive, and that is a bit encouraging to me. I look to take a position maybe in one of the live trading sessions, but at this moment, I'm not interested in this. I need to do some more analysis on that. Citigroup has been struggling for last couple of years. So that's again, and TFC trading at 52.56 now. Again, that is also on the lowest point, one of the lowest point there. Okay, so just I will finish that with the analysis of our the market as such. Let's look into the SPX. So when understanding the market, I follow another load there, which is called market timing. One day I will explain you about the market timing, but at this moment, let's just go to the SPX index and try to understand what we have here. The S&P 500 is just marginally down. I follow this 30 days weighted moving average for the S&P index just to start with, and then also I follow this DPO, detrended price oscillator there, which is currently trading at just above the zero. So it is still a little bit positive, but as you can see, it just has broken down below the 30 days moving weighted moving average. So I will stay clear of it. In fact, I had a bearish position this week on this particular stock. So I think that is probably going all right. Nasdaq is down by 211 points. Dow Jones is up by 249 points. That's interesting because of, I think, the other stock that we reported today, IBM. IBM is up today. So that's that's the reason. Dow is up, and VIX is around 20.6. Okay. And the big news for today is Netflix. It is down by 35 points, 35%, not points, sorry. It's down by $122. As you can see, almost, 1/3 of the value has evaporated from the market since yesterday. And if you compare with the price of Netflix, if we go quickly from here, if I go to Netflix quickly, you can see the price was almost a high of 700 in the month of November. Even in November, it was 700, and now it is today it is 226 or something. Yeah, 226. So that is a massive drop. Lost 2/3 of the value, you can say. Yeah. third of the value. Excuse me. Okay, so that's about it for today's program. Thanks a lot for watching, and please do keep watching us and subscribe to our channel if you like it, so that you can you are aware of our other programs when they come on live. And thanks a lot for joining today. Have a good day, and we'll come back on this watch list session once again. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.